I I was away from home because I'm studying like medicine, far away from home, away from family. So and it hurts so much because I didn't get to see my dad for a long time. Today we'll be discussing a lot, but it's not so positive. But I'm gonna make it positive. It's still gonna be a positive video since we're all about positive vibes. Today is all about story time. Story time about when my dad passed away. um, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I may be laughing, but it's not funny, really. I mean, laughing is just a way to ease off, like cool off. For me, is my own kind of defense mechanism, but it ain't easy. So starting out, let's start with when I first heard the news. Oh my goodness. The funny thing is I I was away from home because I'm studying like medicine, far away from home, away from family. So and it hurts so much because I didn't get to see my dad for a long time before. Although we do video calls and all that, but nothing beats body touching, arguing, and all kind of things that physical contact could make you feel. So I saw on a group chat that my dad passed away. I was in this group chat where a friend of mine created, and many of our community people were in that group chat, but it just related. But I was just scrolling through and I saw a post of my dad's picture and big recipes. That's the one caught my attention. You know all these groups that as you think it's a spam message, just want to keep scrolling, and then you saw I mean, rest in peace. And the person wrote a lot of good things, like this person is like a father to us, and it's so sad that we lost this person. Yes, my dad is always that kind of person, kind, helpful. I'm also like that, so the apple doesn't fall far from the tree or whatever they say. So I checked back. I checked back the chat. I feel like my dad, we spoke 3 days ago. You know, this kind of thing where you don't even have any reaction because it's almost like you do not believe it. Like it's just you can't comprehend this that it cannot happen. No, it's the joke. I even texted in the group chat that no, you lying. It's not my dad. But I'm but a part of me was also thinking, wait, if it's not right, why would they post something like that to just joke with? Why? Why I didn't believe, because an incident that happened before, where my dad got into an accident and people just decided to disperse like rumors that he was dead. So I thought it was the same kind of rumor, and that's why, of course, for part of me, I did not believe that. I could not. So I messaged my brother. He said, my dad is alive. You have to come back to Joseph. And in actual fact, least tell me you're still alive. But now I understand, like, everybody don't want me to get worried about anything. So they'll make up or cook up lies just for me to focus on my studies. So I understand they're trying to cook up lies so that I can focus and concentrate on my studies. But I felt wrong at that time that, well, I don't know what happened. After I spoke with my brother, it seems like something in me didn't believe him. I don't just know why. And I started weeping. I was like, Dad, why did you leave me now? Why? Just I was like, God, since you took my dad, just take me to why am I leaving, or what am I, like, you just took a big part or chunk or huge chunk of me out of my heart. Like, how can I live my life now without you? So a lot of rushing emotions. I cried. I think I was on the floor, to be honest. I was wailing. I came down from my, when I heard the news, I was on my bed, and then by the time I started crying, I was on the floor and rolling and like crying. It was a sad experience for me. But of course, here's the next part. It's kind of funny. I had to go to school, right? But the funny thing is that I acted normal. Nobody even knew anything happened to me. I was smiling. Even when I told, like, the president of my school then that my dad passed away, couldn't believe it. It was like, and I was, because I was laughing, I was like, just the way I'm laughing now. And I was telling him, do you know my dad passed away? But I think how I confirmed it was, a cousin of mine. I think he told me. I guess when he called, then I asked him. He was honest with me. Was very honest. So I found out the truth. But still, everybody at home still telling me. Even my mom. That's the funny thing. They're telling me, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine." And my brother said, my dad is sick, but he's sleeping. I was like, sleeping? Can you pass me the phone? He was like, no, he's sleeping and he's not to be disturbed. Alright, days passed. I continued acting as though I was this tough girl. But what actually pushed me forward that I didn't break down in that semester was because I told myself, my dad paid my school fees, right, to come to this school and learn. You know what? I gotta make him proud this time. In as much as I just lost him, I cannot give up. I just have to, like, pull through. Although that semester was one of my weakest semesters. Of course I passed, but those are not really those were not my highest, like, strengths in terms of examination and tests. I am normally in the 90s or upper 80s range, but in some of them I was in the 70s. So some of them I was still in the 80s, but I think I rarely had any 90s in that particular semester. And I was so broken inside. Anytime I come in my room, I would cry behind closed doors. I am weeping, but I'm outside, I am smiling. So people are confused, but not many people are confused. Just people that I told, they're confused, like, am I really serious? Even one of them was like, do you want to confirm from my brother, because they normally talk, and I was like, it's true. Even though I'm smiling, it is true. I just lost my dad. So they just come. I think he could not fathom the fact that I just took my dad and I'm smiling or laughing as if, I mean, who does that? Who does that except someone like me? Who really does that? So that was a whole experience for me. And after everything, I managed. I pulled through. I passed the semester. There is a part two to this story. Seriously, there is a part two. Wait for it. In my next video, we're gonna talk about part two.